So the one other moment I want to show you from this Trump propaganda press briefing that he did over the weekend at his Bedminster Golf Club goes very simply to Donald Trump's completely thin skin and his complete inability to face any serious challenges to his lies. Now, if you watched the Jonathan Swan Axios interview recently, you already know that Donald Trump completely implodes when subjected to even the most minor fact checking. But in the interview with Jonathan Swan, he wasn't really able to do what he did when CBS's Paula Reid confronted him. Now, as I told you in the last segment, Donald Trump has been regularly taking credit for Barack Obama's policy, Veterans Choice. Obama signed it into law in 2014. Trump regularly takes credit for it as if it's something that he did. Well, CBS News' Paula Reid was not having it, and she called him out. And you will see how Donald Trump reacted about being confronted about such an obvious and overt lie. He does not take it well. Take a look.
President, why do you keep saying that you passed Veterans Choice? You said that you passed Veterans Choice. It was passed in 2014.
Okay, excuse me. Go ahead, please.
But it was a false statement, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much.
So Trump just walks off abruptly. This is how fragile authoritarian dictators behave. They pretend to be alpha and powerful. And then when their wild claims are subjected to scrutiny, they abort the situation, essentially. Now, in some places, they'll also have the journalist killed. I don't expect that to happen to Paula Reid, but Trump shrinks like a frightened turtle and recedes into his shell. This persona of big power and strength very quickly falls apart when you confront him and make him face his obvious lies. And in this case, Donald Trump just walks off. Now, it also shouldn't be ignored that the entire setup for this, with the crowd of clubgoers cheering Trump and booing the media, it's scaling up yet another level. The degree of sycophancy that's constructed around Donald Trump all the time. But I actually think that this is something reporters should use to their advantage. We've now seen Trump end press conferences multiple times when a reporter is allowed by other reporters to follow up. And what Trump counts on is that when he's done with reporter number one, even if they try to follow up, I was going to say even if she tries to follow up, usually this tends to happen with women, he'll go to the next reporter. And the next reporter is often so desperate to ask their question that they just immediately launch in. But when it doesn't happen, when a reporter says, no, you can follow up, it's often led to the end of a press briefing. I remember this happened to CBS's Weijia Jiang, who was, I believe, Caitlin Collins from CNN allowed Weijia to follow up about something related to China that Trump said to her, and she's Chinese American, and it didn't go well. This happened to Caitlin Collins when she was allowed to follow up by another reporter, and Trump tried to move on, ended up bailing on the press briefing. And it's happened several times. And again this weekend, and reporters should really make an implicit agreement with themselves. Let's allow each other to follow up, even when Donald Trump tries to call on the next person. And then he's going to end up bailing altogether, even more than he does. When he is confronted by facts, he frequently runs away. And yet many of his 63 million supporters from 2016 still see a strong alpha male there. And seeing this actually makes me curious about Trump's interest in debating. He had to debate in 2016. There was no way in 2016 as the challenger, as the non-incumbent, to say, I'm not going to debate Hillary Clinton. I don't think he could have gotten away with it. But right now, Donald Trump clearly does not want counterpoints. He doesn't want a scenario in which he could be called out about his lies or fact-checked to any degree. My expectation is that if Donald Trump does debate, his team will work very hard to keep the rebuttals short and to put in place all sorts of rules that will favor Trump, including no fact-checking by the moderators. And if not, I would not be surprised to see him find a reason out of the debates. The most likely scenario is he will get what he wants and the debates will happen. If you are anything like me, you probably aren't thrilled with the idea of going into a doctor's office right now. And thankfully, there's a practical and affordable way to take control of your health and get personalized care from the comfort of your home. It's a service called SteadyMD. They're one of our sponsors. You take a quiz, you get matched with a licensed primary care physician who understands your health needs. You have a 1-hour video call with your new doctor. You establish a meaningful relationship with them. And after that, your doctor is available to you anytime by text, phone, or video chat. This is not a random doctor on call. Each doctor at SteadyMD has a limited number of patients, so they actually have time to listen to you. You get the personal attention that you deserve. They can do almost everything an in-person doctor can do: perform medical evaluations, talk to you about health concerns, send prescriptions to your home or local pharmacy, and anything they can't do online, they'll quickly set you up with an in-person provider to do, things like blood tests as an example. You don't need insurance. It's only $99 a month with no other fees or copays. There are so many practical advantages to using SteadyMD for primary care, and it's also so much more affordable. Go to steadymd.com/Pakman to take the free quiz, see which doctor is right for you. I took their quiz. They matched me with a doctor who specializes in my particular health needs and situation. The doctor they gave me is a really perfect fit for me and my medical needs. There's no risk, no commitment to get started. Just click the link right underneath this video.